Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you can click the subscribe button and stay for a while. I upload 3 times a week. Get ready with me, so shop my stash, trying on new makeup. If it's beauty or makeup related, I will be posting it. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So as you could tell from the title of the video, my Unearthly Cosmetics order came in. They just launched the High Temp Collection. I purchased the palette and one of the bronzer shades. I 100% wasn't sure I was going to actually participate in this collection. I don't wear red eyeshadow often, but something told me to purchase it. So here I am. Let me go ahead and put on some of my base products so that we can start with this first impressions of the Unearthly Cosmetics High Temp Collection. All right, my lovelies, hair is pulled back, and let me tell you real quick what I have on my face. Primers, I went in to the Ordinary Milky Toner, the Gucci Matte Primer for my T-zone, and the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum for the perimeters of my face. Foundation, I used the RMS foundation, the Cali Ray Under Eye Brightener, and a tiny bit of the Laura Mercier Concealer. Cream products, I only went in to the Victoria Beckham Contour Stylist, just a little bit of contour, not too much, since I do have the bronzer, and then a tiny bit of the cream blush in the She's the Moment duo. And I powdered my face with the Dolce & Gabbana pressed powder for my under eyes and the Givenchy Presse Me Livre loose powder for the rest of my face. And I always link the exact shade of what I'm using. Okay, so this High Temp Collection, like I mentioned, it's the palette and bronzers. Now these are glowy bronzers. The High Temp Glowing Bronze. There is 4 different shades, and I went ahead and purchased the shade medium. It retails for $16. I'm on the Unearthly Cosmetics website. Introducing Unearthly Cosmetics Glowing Bronzers, your ultimate summer essential for achieving that covered bronzed goddess look. Crafted with meticulous attention to detail, these bronzers boast a unique swirl pattern, blending luxurious golden bronze hues with delicate blush tones to deliver a radiant, sun-kissed glow that's simply breathtaking. So here is the packaging. 24-month shelf life, designed in the US but made in China. So I'm sure, as you could see from the cover art, which, by the way, that is the one thing that I feel like indie brands have really going for them these days, because we're just so saturated with so much makeup, is the fact that they still give us absolutely gorgeous packaging that you can tell they took the time to create, you know? And it always comes very well wrapped. Unearthly Cosmetics is known for making sure everything is nice and secure. Here it is. This is cardboard, no mirror. And that's what it looks like. Scary, yes. All right, so we're gonna try this first. Let me swatch it. I went with medium because I felt like the light medium maybe was not going to work. So I'm hoping this is like the new RMS bronzer, which I did purchase and I do enjoy. I have seen a couple of reviews of people applying this. Some went well, some did not. I think a fluffy brush is what's needed for a product like this. So let me try my NARS bronzer brush. I'm hoping that this shade is not too dark and it doesn't look muddy, but we'll see. Okay, I am not looking like Tin Man, which is good, because I was afraid that that was exactly what it was going to look like as soon as I applied it on my cheeks. But no, it's not looking like Tin Man. I think a fluffy brush is definitely the way to go. My taste must be changing, because now I am thinking, well, a glowy bronzer, I actually am kind of craving that. Whereas before I was like, no, I need my bronzers to be matte, you know? But like I said, I just purchased the RMS and that one is also a glowy bronzer. yeah, so maybe my taste is changing, you know? Maybe I'm getting closer to 40 and I just want to be a bronzed goddess that's glowy. Okay, so that is what the bronzer is looking like, and I think it looks beautiful. You can definitely see the glow, but it's not... It honestly, on camera, I feel like you see it more than in person. I did go ahead and swatch the RMS Redimension Hydra Bronzer. I have the shade Malibu Muse, and there it is. And as you could see, they both have that glow. Maybe the Unearthly is a tiny bit more intense, but not by much, honestly. I feel like the shade Light Medium might have been closer to this. But I'm actually really enjoying this undertone. I feel like it goes well with my skin. Okay, let me go ahead and put on some primer and we'll get started with applying the beautiful shadows on my eyes. All right, my lovelies. NARS Eye Base is on, and this is the packaging that the palette came in. So it's a box. It has foam protector and it goes in here. And it also comes with a unicorn, so the palette on its own is not just in the box. It also has the unicorn. 24-month shelf life. It was designed in the US and made in China. I am on the Unearthly website. The palette on its own retails for $46. I don't think she had bundles available because it was just the palette and the 4 bronzers. Okay, so a little bit about this palette. This sizzling palette features a dynamic range of 4 shimmering shades and 8 matte tones designed to ignite your creativity and set your look ablaze. Sounds like the perfect palette for summer. Okay, so here is the actual palette itself. It's the same as the unicorn, it's the same as the box. A little plastic protector. And here is what it looks like. So for me, this is like half colorful, half more neutral. Because if you cover this, like it's like, whoa, that's bright. And then if you cover that, it's like, oh, that's kind of muted, you know? But I feel like it's gonna go well with each other. I'm excited to create. I think I'm gonna do an eye look today since I also included the bronzer, and maybe I'll do another video where I create more eye looks with this. But yeah. Let's get started. Okay, I filmed yesterday for my Natasha Denona palette series, and the eye look was pretty red. So I think for today, we're gonna skip the red. I'm gonna jump in to, let's go into Burn. This is a Sonia G Crease L, and this is going to go out here. I'm gonna tap first and then blend. Okay, that's what it's looking like. Now I'm gonna jump into Warm. This is the MY27 from Dennis Amarix and My Kid Co. I'm gonna use this to blend out the outer edges of that shade and wing it out. Also bring it down here. Okay, so pretty. Those 2 tones, oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm gonna jump into this bright yellow Summery, and I'm gonna use this B5 from Blend Bunny, and I'm gonna tap that right here. I'm tapping first. I always tap first, get all the pigment that I want down, and then blend where I want it to look blended. Right in the middle, I'm tapping softly. I did wipe my brush so that I didn't have any extra product, because once that yellow and these pinky tones meet, they're gonna turn into like an orange type of shade. Okay, I did put on some NYX glitter glue, and my dumb butt forgot to put a little bit of that dark brown in the palette in the outer corner. So let me put on the shimmer, and afterwards, if I feel I need it, I'll add it. I think I'm gonna jump in. Should I do Muggy? I feel like they're both pretty. Should I start with this one? Let me start with, you know what? Let's do this one here. Glowing. Maybe I should have started with the other one. I mean, it's pretty, but I feel like it's throwing the look off just a tiny bit. Okay, with this Blend Bunny B4, I'm gonna add a little bit of that dark brown Scald. See if this maybe changes things. Maybe it's like a brown that has a tiny bit of rosy purple in it. Not like a true brown, you know? Okay, that looks a tad bit better. I think I am gonna jump a tiny bit into Muggy, but it's gonna go here. Just because I feel like it's darker. Okay, I did put a tiny bit of the About Face white eye paint, and now we're gonna jump into bright, this beautiful like pastel yellow. MY24 from the Denissima X and My Kid Co. It's like a flat shader brush. It's what I used for the white eye paint, and I'm just gonna dig right into. Ooh, maybe that's too much. So pretty. Okay, let me jump off camera, finish off, and I'll be right back. All right, my lovelies, here is the full completed face. I think everything looks absolutely beautiful. Let me go ahead and tell you what else I have on my face while I show you a clip of the swatches. For eyebrows, I went in to the Charlotte Tilbury brow pencil. Then I used the Make Beauty brow gel and a tiny bit of the Refi Beauty lamination gel. For mascara, I went into the Cali Ray. Lips, I went into the Dominique Cosmetics lip liner in Nudie, and the lip stain that they recently launched. I forget the name of the shade, but I always link the exact shades of everything that I use if you didn't know. For powder blush, I went into the House Labs Blush and Fire Moon, and then I put a tiny bit of the Guerlain Terracotta in Deep Coral, just to bring a little bit of like coral peachiness to go with the eye look. For highlighter, I did pull out an Odin's Eye highlighter. I'm pretty sure this is the only Odin's Eye highlighter I own. It's the shade Warm Sunshine, and it has like a beautiful peachy, you probably can't see it, but it has like a beautiful peachy orangey undertone to it, shift. So beautiful. Love this for summer. It's the perfect highlighter, and it's not too glittery, it's not too bam in your face. You can definitely, you know, make it look a little bit more natural, like I enjoy my highlighters. And I think that is it. Here is the eye look. I would love to know your thoughts. What do you think about this eye look? 'Cause I think it's absolutely beautiful. Definitely feel like that inner corner just brought the whole eye look, the whole look really together. Okay, so what are my thoughts as far as first impression goes of this palette? Obviously, I love this eye look. So I for sure, first impressions with only creating one eye look, I promise you I will create probably 3 more eye looks with this palette in case you did get it and you're having a hard time finding some inspiration. I will definitely create more eye looks for you, so expect that to come soon. I also need to do a couple of more eye looks with the Longing palette from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. But this palette, I enjoyed. I think they did a fabulous job. I also really appreciate the fact that there is 4 shimmers. Sometimes I feel like the amount of shimmers that can be in a palette, it can be a tiny bit overwhelming, especially if you're somebody who doesn't use more than 1 shimmer on your lid at a time. For me, I usually do 2, sometimes 3. I really do enjoy this layout. I think it was very thoroughly curated. And like I said, I feel like it's 50-50 where you have muted color and then where you have bright color. And I love that. I absolutely love it because you can go either way with just this palette. 12 or 10 pan eyeshadow palettes, that's my sweet spot for me. I prefer those palettes just because it's less shades I have to work with. I don't feel overwhelmed, and like, you know, the palette's just gonna sit there and not get used. Just everything about this, I'm like, okay, yes, thank you. And as far as the bronzer, I'm actually enjoying this more than I thought I was going to. At first, I was totally going to skip this. And then, like I said, I did watch a couple of reviews with people who did receive this in PR. And I told myself, you know what? I actually think I might enjoy that. And I am. I think I did well in picking the shade medium. Yeah, so super stoked. I will keep using all of these items and let you know in a future video whether I use the items again or mention them, how I 100% feel about the products. But first impressions, I am very impressed. All right, my lovelies, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea. All the comments, all the likes. If you use my links to shop, it truly does mean the world to me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the eye look. I would love to know if you skipped on this launch or if you picked anything up. So please make sure to comment down below. And with that being said, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you all on my next video. Bye.